I thought that it was obvious that I was doing this, Vita. Because, like, I posted the screenshot in the one Discord. Also, you're pink now. Yeah, no, I wasn't just, like, messing around in the Discord. Like, I actually posted a legitimate screenshot for when I hit 200,000. You best believe it. Oh, thanks, Java update checker. Get out of here. Alright, cool. I was making sure it actually enabled the mic. I mean, I feel like the title's pretty self-evident. Walking in a straight line in a very particular old version of Minecraft. Oi! Yeah, I specifically chose this because it's pre-boats. There's one downside to me choosing this version specifically, and it's the fact that stuttering zones exist, so I might get stuck randomly. Which is normally not a problem, but like if it's at night, it can be kind of dangerous. I don't know how to affect skeleton arrows because I haven't really tested that. And I don't really intend to be honest. Yeah, I wanted to do pre-boats, pre-beds. Totally for shits and giggles. I will attempt to fix stuttering zones. That's on my list of things to fix in from 625 to this version. This is the last version the stuttering zones are in. It's funny, you can see the sheep spawn in and then like drop down. So what I've been doing is, Jesus Christ, there's so many mobs on this island. I guess I'll collect some wool from them. So what I've been doing is I've only been going 10 kilometers per day. So like I've been doing this since like last month, but I've only gone 10 kilometers per day. My intention is to do that until I reach 10%, and then from 10 to 20%, I'll kind of do that. You know, the previous kind of walking where I would just like do that with all of my time, but from 10 to 20%. And then go back to doing 10 a day. It reduces the time by like a year or so. Yeah, otherwise it would take me, I think, 3.4 years. Which isn't a bad pace, but like, I could cut it down by over a year. Plus there's something enjoyable while doing that, but I don't want to do it all the time because then that would like really drain me. Alright, it's nighttime. Now I gotta make sure I don't get murked by, like, creepers. Like that one. Goodbye, sir. I'm gonna label this as an attempt until I, actually make it, because, if I die, I just go straight back to spawn. It's 12,550,824. I do have to be really careful at night. There's a spoder. I'd like to avoid this dude if at all possible. He's just staring at me. Ah, he's gone. I try to avoid taking damage if at all possible. Ideally, that's what you do. I tend to stick away from cliffy areas, because then I can get, randomly dropped on by mobs. So what Zell and I decided to do with that, no, it's not the furthest journey yet. That would be the Stonewall Lands. But that's technically possible using level saving. Because there's level saving mods that already exist for 227 to 325. Anyways, Vita, what Zell and I decided to do with that is, like, we'd mark, like, why it's not in the technically legal, but we would still, like, index it. Because we can't possibly cover literally everything. In terms of, like... Because, like, there's a lot of gray areas with that, which is why it's really difficult. Sorry, I'm keeping a lookout for mobs. I don't want to die. Flat areas are the best at nighttime. Yeah, it looks like an ocean. I guess we're just gonna be swimming. How does the sprinting work in NSSS? Because it's got to be balanced around the fact that there is no hunger. Oh, so you can't run constantly. You'll have to, like, recharge your stamina. Yes, Tile. That is the title. I'll swim over to this landmass here. Your heart's darker when you run and then shake when you're out of stamina. So it just forces you to stop. It reminds me of Skyrim stamina, the way you described it. So do I. I also have that capacity. But, like, you know... I got other things that I want to do today that aren't walking. I'll probably go to the Farlands in my NSSS world then. Furthest I ventured was about 100k because I was unlucky while pyramid hunting. Then that makes the world even more special if you can load the Farlands. I should walk to the Farlands IRL. True, I should also find some bitches too while I'm at it. I've been wondering the same about monoliths. So far I've ran into one monolith while walking. A little over 100,000. Like, I came around, like, a slight hill, and then boom, just big fuck-off structure in the way. And I was like, oh, that's a monolith. And I looked around, I was like, yeah, the surrounding area is, like, really, really flat. So, who knows, we might run into a monolith on the way there. Correct. I could use that, since I can easily just yoink the World Sea from level dat. But, I personally would like to just run into monoliths randomly. Oh, there's a spoder. Well, let's see if we can avoid him. I try to avoid mobs if at all possible. I will only fight them if necessary. Skeletons, your best bet isn't even to fight them, it's to just continue to walk away from them. That way is the appropriate option, but there is a zombie and spider to my right. He spots me. I don't think there's anything separate from difficulties. Can I remove nightmares and FOM? I'm not going to try to. The nightmare mechanic is easy to avoid. Use the patented elevated hidey hole. And then voila. I am going to remove that stupid lagometer. Actually, yeah, there it is. F6. That thing sucks. Also, it's completely different colors. I'm going to track that down today and then figure out what it is and then disable it in beta 1.7. I also I successfully figured out how to integrate Zell's chord mod, along with cutting off all the decimal places, so it's just the whole numbers. See, I personally like them where they are on my end. Like, I like them in the bottom left corner here. There's enough space for it with the UI scale that I use. there's a boom guy right there. I did try it in the top left corner initially under the version number. Okay, let's just walk away from you. But I didn't like the way that looked on the display, so I tried bottom left, and it felt like it worked better. I mean, I'll just have my own I'll just have my own coordinates displayed that are like that. If need be, I can always just set it like that. I did think of this. What do you think of this? You know how I used to have the milestones as like a tab on the right side? I was thinking instead of doing that, I just have like it drawn onto the screen in game. I could easily do that. All I just have to do is throw it in the same section that the chords are currently in. I'm also probably gonna long cast them so I can stop them from showing decimals, because I don't really need like 16 decimal places. There's a creeper down there. Goodbye, Boom Man. And that is how I get through the night. I don't stop walking. You stop walking, you put yourself in danger. Thank you for your wool, kind sir. There's some really cool mountain terrain that you find in Alpha. Oh, yo, it looks like a floating island over there. Oh, it's big. I very occasionally ran into dungeons too. Just sitting on the beach. Oh, that's not floating, but it is a really cool overhang. Alright, let's ascend the mountain here. Now that I know that this is triggered by holding F6, this makes it easier to find in the source code. I've just got the search up key underscore F6, and then I should be able to locate it eventually. But then once I know what it's called, then it'll be super easy to find it in beta 1.7 and then delete it. Well, that would be funny. I don't think the rest of them would do it. I mean, a 10-kilometer pace a day would be pretty good, though. But I know Arcade wouldn't want to do that because it would fill up a bunch of storage. And hard drives are getting like cheaper for more storage, but they're not, you know, unreasonably cheap yet. Maybe in like 20 years. Is Mystical also walking right now? Did he start walking? No, it's way too early for him to be walking right now. Also, I could very easily fix the world jitter, but I chose not to, solely because I know it'll piss off Arcade. And you know what? That's what I live for. I'm using my old walking playlist. It's got a variety of different musics in here. I initially made it for the Cornered Farlands journey. Uh, is this number 30? A little over a month ago then? Like, pretty much every day that I was able to, I was going 10 kilometers, or as close to it as I could. I didn't have the cords up for a while, so I would do just an hour. But once I got the cords up, it was, A, easier to keep track of how much progress I was making, and also that I was like, okay, cool. I prefer to do, like, an even 10 kilometers. Zamboni's down there. Why didn't I? I don't really know. I think because I wanted to see, like, how viable this was. No, I've made no changes to the textures in game. I don't intend to go and get diamonds either. Iron tools will work just fine. In fact, because I don't have to make boats or beds, it makes it considerably... I don't have to stop and collect wood or... Well, I collect wool, but that's for armor. Not for beds. And that's easier than it is in Beta 1.7 because I don't have to shear the sheep. Speaking of sheep, that one just committed suicide. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, so, I don't have to collect as many resources because of that. I pretty much only have to walk. I just have to worry about my own safety at night from mobs. I mean, that's just a texture thing. You could change that yourself if you want with a texture pack. Nope. You cannot. I can't sleep. I cannot use boats because they don't exist. What other oddities are there? The Nether does not exist. What else? There's a number of other things that don't exist. Obviously, there's no biomes. It's just grass and beaches. No beaches? Yeah, you think so? Alright, I might make I'll make a separate copy of this, and I will put a nighttime filter on for it. And I'll just hotkey between those. I'll set that up for next time. I don't intend to alter the brightness slider in-game, because, you know, for me it's against the spirit of it, because it would make things way easier. But I will alter it on OBS's end for you guys. I didn't consider that, so that's a good suggestion. Ooh, looks cool. Fun fact: I've already modified the world boundary in this because I had to do that in order to test later alphas, where I would crash if I teleported out. So technically, I could already walk out to 2.1 billion. Because I was doing all my testing for this in Betacraft, since it actually has all the alpha versions there, unlike multi-MC, which I think just has what the launcher has. This is sort of FOM. I haven't gotten around to making this version yet. The only thing I've done was the world boundary, but that's because it's using the same jar that I use for testing. What? What? What are you talking about? What am I looking at, Vita? That? That's a bit of a stretch. Oh, that. Oh, that's weird. Didn't even catch that. Eventually, I will get around to FOM for this version. But the first thing I did was implement the coordinates so I could actually see what I was doing. Again, the only other change is the world boundary. I do intend to just have the coordinates and the jitters remain in. Although, I don't really know how to enable the debug screen backport for this, because the internal structure is different. So I need to figure out where this toggle is held, and then I can figure out where to implement the debug toggle. Because clearly that toggle still exists, so it must be stored somewhere. I don't know why you're surprised. You act like this is, like, new. Oh boy, it's nighttime again. Never. You can never stop me. Never. It was fun watching me convert the Holy Land. Hey, I did finish that big structure on there. Yeah, well, I lied. I've been doing this for like a month. Chill out. Which way do I go? I go this way. I love watching the lighting update because it takes forever. Walks to the Farlands again, refuses to elaborate. Hey, it's still an attempt. I could die at any time. We're gonna call this an attempt up until the moment I hit the wall. The chatter move would be to go to the war border again. Maybe I'll do that next time. We'll go to the world boundary in 1.2. 33.5 million. It's 2 to the power 25. Yo, I should fucking do that though. I'll just go to the world boundary in 1.2 after this in like a couple of years. Yo, this whole beach collapsed. What the hell? I didn't teleport 30,000. Although, if you want to be technical, I did already have to cheat in this. I will elaborate if you so wish me to. Yeah, my sword out in case there's mobs. Ah, a Zamboni. Just gonna avoid you. That's a skeleton. I don't really want to be near him. All right, 1 second. Let me get out of danger zone. So I see something about the green M&M. All right, let's just walk past this dude. See you, loser. Yeah, nighttime's fun. I got to avoid literally everything. That spider's on the coastline. Not a really fun time. I'll just cut across the water right here. Alright, so, these stuttering zones that I mentioned, Vita, you know what they are, right? They're those zones that you get stuck in where, like, all the entities get stuck. They stutter. Zell knows about them. They're in N-triple-S? How are they in N-triple-S? How does that make any sense? They were fixed in Alpha 1.0.6. Yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare to fucking fix that thing, because I don't really know what happens. And that's where console logs will be important. Yeah, so if you log out and close the client when you're in a stuttering zone, and you log back in, you're completely immobile. Like, you cannot move yourself whatsoever. So I had actually stopped and logged out for the night in a stuttering zone. So when I logged in, I could not move myself whatsoever. I was completely stuck. There's no way you can get out of that. So I had to use the MBT editor and move myself back like 20 blocks to get out of the zone. I'm talking... okay, if we run into one, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's where, like, the entity movement gets really, really delayed. Like, all entity movement gets essentially stuck. Or, if not stuck, you get, like, really, really slowed down. It's not like a time relation thing to ticks. It's like all the entities within that 3x3 section of chunks. Zell has a video on it. I can probably link it. There's 2 creepers right there. Alright, we're moving. Let's get the fuck out of here. Whee! I will read that in a moment. Make sure I'm safe. What if I go to the corner Firelands? Is that allowed? There better be some really good M&Ms. Corner World Border hasn't been done yet. Yeah, neither have Alpha Farlands. Or Nether Corner. Or Nether World Boundary. Nether World Boundary would be really easy after a certain point. All you'd have to do is get to the edge Farlands, and then you would have like pretty much straight shot tunnels there. I very much doubt it. Oh, fuck. Alright, this is not a good time. Alright, this is very, very bad. Woo! Alright. I don't know what's going on here. But, we're gonna close Java. What the hell was that, man? That was really bad timing. Oh! Well, this might be bad. Alright, boys. I think it's time to bug fix this. Let's see. What should we do here? I have a couple of options, and one of them is to MBT myself backwards. So, let me find the world file, I guess. This is really enjoyable. I love Minecraft. I've never had that happen before. Well, now we know what happens if a skeleton gets stuck in them, which is not fun. Alright, so I'm at... Your arm jitters and you're really still and your skin disappears. Yeah, it's something related to multiplayer. I don't know what exactly. Alright, so I'm at 274, 974 with a Y of 74. So if I teleport myself back to 54, I should be safe. Alright, well, let's find out. There's literally no way for me to get out of that. Not better. Alright. Interesting. I wonder what happened here. Oh, this run might have just died. Hang on. Let's go to technical difficulties while I try and fix this. This is a very bizarre problem, to be honest. Alright, position 274, 954. Honestly, I might teleport myself back in like another 50 blocks at this point. To 900. Yes, Arcade made it specifically because it was that. Alright, let's see how this works. Well, that's not good. We're at 274, 900, but I'm still completely immobilized. I wonder if I hit like a bad chunk or something. Well, this is fun. I'm stuck. I don't really know how to get out of that. I can't tell if time's moving either. Let me see. What's the time value here? Time is 191:68:91. Okay. Well, let's see if this one works. Yeah, he made me that a while ago. Ooh, okay. We are back. I mean, I was already gonna have to kind of count this as a partially cheated speedrun. So I moved myself back to 4,500 because of the whole MBT editing thing. There's not really much I could do until I fix that problem. But I moved myself up to 128, so I'm about to hit the ground right now. Alright. Now I have no armor whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself on a pillar. Alright, in order to survive that fall, I had to alter my health value, so I'm going to eat food, and then my health value is restored to what it should be. Ugh, man, that's so annoying, dude. I was just trying to walk. No, I don't need another pair of pants. let's give myself armor. Alright, is there anything below me? Oh, I forgot there's no sneaking yet. Ooh. Let's just do this. Alright. Well, that was dumb. Alright, so, noted, don't get a skeleton stuck in those things. That was terrible. There's a floating tree. Honestly, I don't really feel like I had any other choice, like, because of the weird bug-out nature of that. That's why if I have to do that for whatever reason, I'm moving myself backwards, not forwards. I'm also diverting way further away so I don't run into the same zone again. But yeah, that's the fun. This is the stuttering zone. I've never had that happen before, though. Usually I'm lucky enough to run into stuttering zones during the daytime, when it's more so, can I get out of this before it turns nighttime? I really hope I can fix that thing. That's a terrible bug. Ooh. Interesting. It appears we're frozen. Which is, as they say, not really good. Wow. You know, the one time I decide to actually stream this, and it's just, like, going horribly wrong. Alright. I'm going way the hell this way. Something fucky must have happened with those chunks. That's the only thing I can think of. Those chunks are like corrupted data or something. Yeah, I was using the wrong, Yeah, I don't know why you did that one specifically. But there must have been something wrong with, that chunk data because the skeleton's stuck there now with the entities in the stuttering zone. So note to self, skeletons do not play very well there, so we're just gonna go this way to avoid that data. Yeah, one time I streamed this, it goes horribly wrong. I swear that has never happened before. This gives me some strong Herobrine vibes. Alright, since I know that occurs at, was it 4974? I'm gonna get like a few hundred blocks past that and then revert to regular render distance. Minecraft heroin version. If I go to far render distance, I'll probably pull up the corrupted chunks. Alright, I guess now we got protocol for what to do in that event. It's also... huh. This area looks pretty cool. It's very spooky. Ooh. Alright, at least we're halfway done now. That was really stupid. Just my rotten luck. I don't know. Do you think that's the right action to take? Is moving myself backwards to get out of the corrupted data? I should almost be past it enough to put back on farm render distance. Like, I genuinely don't think there's any other way I could gotten out of that. Because I don't think time was ticking up either. Moonwalk away. Usually if I hit a stuttering zone, I immediately turn around so I can get out of it and then, like, go around where it is. Or where I think it is. Alright, I'll re-enable render distance at 5500. This area is looking kind of flat, though. Oh, Vita, I forgot to mention to you. There is one other thing that I did in fact modify, because it is FOM, basically. I had to stop the infinite falling sand. Hey, look, Zito. While infinite falling sand is not a problem right now, it eventually becomes a problem. And unlike beta 1.7, you can't just relog to fix it. At least in all the testing that I've done. Alright, let's go back to FAR. Oi. Alright, so I gotta make sure I don't hit stuttering zones at night with skeletons, and I gotta make sure I don't log out in stuttering zones. Or rather, restart the client. Which, it didn't help that I did that, because I basically screwed myself there. Stuttering zones are seed-based, too. I thought you were done walking? Yeah, I thought so, too. But it seems that I was wrong. I need more wool, actually, now that I had to make more armor. That sucks, too. That armor was still at really high health. I need some water. No, in fact, I do not. Most of the time, I just want to grill. Hoping one day we run into a monolith. I don't have feet. I have flippers. Also, this walking animation is so dumb, man. $276,000. Oh yeah, wouldn't he hop like all the time whenever he walked? Someone sent me a Snapchat. Like even if you were like just walking, he would just jump. Ooh, sheeps. You there, ogre. Yeah, skippity hop. A farmlands journey? 415 terrain is definitely peak InfDev terrain. What, was it 420 that re-adds mobs to the game? I know one of those versions re-adds mobs and they're like super broken because they spawn constantly. Well, I don't know. Good luck doing it in 4 and 5, I guess. I'm the kind of person that always likes to play the game on hard difficulty. You should do it in InfDev 624. The one with the terrible level saving format. Ah, hello, Gabathy. How be you? Fig is walking to the Alpha Farlands, Mystical, Midget, and Ekbal are walking to the Corner Farlands. Mystical's going further than that. He's going to the, not Mystical. Ekbal's going to the Corner double offset. I didn't realize that this version was so fucking buggy. I mean, it's just that one. Everything else is fine. Not having to use leather armor actually makes it mildly easier, because I don't have to kill cows. I can just punch sheep to death. Yoink their wool and be on my merry way. Alright, please, I hope I don't run into another stuttering zone. I do have extra iron ingots for tools. Ah, yes, this is definitely a real person trying to add me and not a bot. Ooh. That's a skeleton. Sir, please, we can talk this out. Please. That is not viable on a world where I have to navigate terrain. I need to see where I'm going. I can't do that like that. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Ugh. Swim that way. Yeah. We good there. See, that works for Zell because he was on the roof, but I can't really do that. Am I eating? Will I build a cobbleman at the Farlands? I will consider it. Getting that much cobble in Alpha would be annoying but doable. Always have the sword. I never know when you might hit one of those dudes. Only 16 stacks. I'll consider it. I will make no promises, because I don't know if I'll make it there. Very paranoid when walking at night. You never know what you'll run into, like a spider. Goodbye, sir. Alright, let's keep moving. You get some really cool mountains out here. Like that. Good news though, it looks like I'll be able to finish the 10K before the next sunset. There's another fucking skeleton. Yeah, you motherfucker. Alright, spider directly in front of me to my right. Go this way. I see your messages, Vita. I will read them in a second when it's safer. No, he's not. I've got an outgoing friend request to him, but he was last seen earlier in the month on his own Discord. I don't know, I don't really have contact with him. I will put on a brightness filter, so you guys can actually see what the hell's going on. I have one that I use for cave game shirt time lapses, but I'll have to tweak it to make sure it works for this. Spider direct to the left. Unfortunately, that stuttering zone was towards the end of the night cycle. Mob spawns are low. They actually used to just not spawn at all. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, they didn't spawn for like a solid like 200, over 200,000 blocks, and then they started spawning, and I've had to deal with that ever since, which is really strange. Like, I would see a mob, like, very occasionally, but I don't know why they now started spawning. I don't know. I don't really understand how this game works. Could be some kind of bug for all I know. Alright, 2K to go for the night. Possibly. I have not yet decided on that. It's looking likely, though. An hour's quite short. Creeper to my right. Let's avoid and go this way. Over the arguably more unsafe option. This is more land here. See, water used to be the godsend because I could get across really fast, but now it's the detriment because I have to swim. I do have an RTX 3090. Alright. Well, guess we're swimming this part. Uh-oh. Skeleton? Get out of here. I don't know what's scarier, being stuck with a mob in a stuttering zone or being stuck underwater in a stuttering zone. That's almost happened to me before. That's terrifying. Stuttering zones aren't fun. No, I do not. I don't think Kurt knows who the hell I am. I know he knows about Kilo. I believe he told him, quote, congratulations. I'm not sure. I don't really have contact with Kurt. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that was funny. I saw this and I'm like, it's probably about Kilo. And then like it's like Kurt J-Mac and I'm like, excuse me? That is factually incorrect, my guy. I usually find like low effort garbage content like that whenever I like scan for people walking to the Farlands. Cause I always search for like the keywords I usually use are either walking or journey to the Farlands, and then I sort it by within the last week, because if I don't, then I just get like ant venom videos at the top. Which, cool, not what I'm looking for though. Because like you're almost never going to find people walking in terms of just without any kind of filtering, just because it's usually a low view count. Whoa. Not having sneak is fun. Ant Venom is, as you might say, a very swell guy. Very cool dude. He fits some nice flat open areas. I think I might like Alpha 1.0 and 1.1 terrain better than Alpha 1.2 terrain. That's true. He has a pretty significant effect in that regard. Alright, 1 more kilometer to go. You know, I just realized that there aren't water lakes here. Huh. I never even noticed that until you mentioned those. I feel like they got a little ridiculous with the water lakes. Like, especially in, like, in deserts it was stupid. Like, why is this desert dotted with lakes? Yes, I have. The ice has lakes in it. It's really stupid looking. Frozen oceans in Alpha, on the other hand, pretty nice. Just imagine if I had loaded this up and gotten a winter world. That'd be really funny. I will work on the gamma filter though for OBS for tomorrow. I don't know what time that'll be. Whenever the hell I feel like it. Probably in the later part of the afternoon. Oh, it does? Is it because of all the extra moving stuff on it? Snow at nighttime would actually be super annoying because it really reduces visibility. Although, since mobs don't spawn on ice, you could theoretically be entirely safe by just standing on the frozen ocean and waiting until the day. Okay, yeah, well, we're gonna cross this before we get done with the day. Dope. Means I want to stop at night. I don't like stopping at nighttime. That's not very safe or enjoyable. You could moonwalk across them. That's true. You could also observe the effect of like the stretching. No boats means no submarine. Yeah, that's true. Dude, imagine like submarining across it. That'd be kind of cool. There's a whole lot of different things. Our structure of categorization is decent, but there's still problems with it. The initial setup for it was meant to be in a way that was malleable enough to be like to include gray areas. It makes the process of doing this more difficult just because of how open-ended Minecraft is. Which is cool because you get a hell of a lot more possibilities because of that. Opens the door, so to speak. Oh shit, we're almost at the end. Let's find some decent terrain to stop on. I would go with technically no, but it would still be archived and indexed and recorded. The sprinting is a big thing, man. Wow, look at this valley. If you want to continue this conversation in the Discord, I am more than ready, or more than willing to. But we are at the end. 280,000. Let me ensure I'm not in the stuttering zone. Alright, cool. I appear to be safe. Okay, well, that is it for the day here. And I will see you guys next time. So, thanks, as always, thanks for walking, and take care.